Hey Pack fans, I'm Tony Haynes, and beside me is the new strength and conditioning coach for football at NC State, Jason Veltkamp. He spent the last 4 years at Arkansas. In the last decade, you've had stops as well at Utah and Louisville. Are you kind of tired of packing up the moving truck? Or is that the nature of the beast?
It can be, but we'd love to be here for a long, long time. The facilities are beautiful. My wife went to grad school out in this area, and it definitely, it's, driving around as little as I have, it's a beautiful place, that's for sure.
Well, we're glad to have you here at NC State. You played football at Carroll College in Montana, and eventually you settled in on a master's degree in exercise sciences. What steered you in that direction?
I knew I wanted to coach. It came down to a couple offers. One as a graduate assistant strength coach, one as a graduate assistant at Nevada in football. Decided I had a passion for developing kids physically, and just kind of took it and ran with it. So made that decision, never looked back.
47 of your guys have been drafted in the NFL over the course of your career. Is there a common thread between those guys who are able to get to the highest level in terms of their work ethic?
Well, I think you don't get to that level unless you've got great work ethic. I think I'm probably most proud of the guys who came in and didn't have it but developed it. I think that's a lot of fun with kids, and kids who come in who are really troubled at the beginning and didn't really have guidance, didn't have mentorship, growing up, and then they turn out to be guys who can move on and be successful, not only in the NFL, but when they're finished with the NFL.
The Murphy Center state-of-the-art building is terrific. I'm sure you've been impressed as you looked at the Strength and Conditioning Center there on the second floor. What are your thoughts about that?
Actually, there's some installers down there and putting some equipment in right now, and there's some more to come. We're going to change the plyometric room, and we're going to add a performance nutrition center. The administration's been great, so we'll be putting that in, I believe, in May.
Would you say that the strength and conditioning coach for football has a unique relationship with the players because you are the only coach who can be with them year-round and work with them year-round?
The way I see it, you can't just be a strength guy anymore. You've got to be a mentor. You've got to be a little bit of babysitter. You got to be the police. You got to summer comes up and the coaches aren't allowed to handle the players. We are. So, we've got to be in there at all times. We got to be coaching them up. We got to be on them about their nutrition. A couple of meetings with the nutritionist doesn't, it's not going to fix them. We've got to be talking about it every single day in the weight room too. So I think our role is, if we just look at ourselves as strength guys, we're really missing the boat.
You've also done some writing and motivational speaking. Tell us about that.
I think that's part of my passion for the profession. Lots of people get caught up in what the program looks like, but honestly, if you can write the best program in the world, and if the kids aren't buying in and doing it the way they're supposed to, the program doesn't matter. You got to have the buy-in first. You got to keep their attention. I love to work with hard background kids who've been a challenge for other people. I like to take that on. I look at that as a challenge to myself, and to be honest with you have a guy who has a lot of problems, and he comes in and he grows up, and he doesn't go to the NFL, but he goes and he opens a youth center for kids that are like him, and that's, you get as much satisfaction out of working with those kids as you do the ones that go on and are first, second rounders.
Jason Veltkamp, welcome to NC State.
Thank you very much. Thank you.